ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور داد باتورانو کور ساتوی پسروینو داد شهیدانو کور داد کور داد باتورانو.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday, July 9, 2025. I'm Suleiman Talash. The ambassador of the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan in Moscow, Maulavi Gul Hassan, held an introductory meeting with Afghans residing in Russia. He praised the Russian Federation's positive steps and expressed hope that recognizing of the Islamic Emirate would further strengthen bilateral ties. The ambassador pledged to work with his team to serve the Afghan community and address their concerns promptly. On the other hand, the Ministry of Labour and Social Affairs, chaired by Deputy Minister Maulavi Muhammad Zahid Ahmadzai, held a meeting of the Committee for Providing Employment Opportunities to Returning Refugees. A list of nearly 2,000 returnees with their qualifications was shared with Emirati institutions for job placement. The ministry also announced plans to expand vocational training programs for returnees nationwide. Deputy Minister of Finance and Administration of the Ministry of Public Health, Mullah Bakhtur Rahman Sharafat, visited several hospitals in Balkh province, including the regional hospital, the burn surgery department, and the cancer treatment hospital. He emphasized the ministry's commitment to improving public health and providing quality medical services to patients. The International Organization for Migration, IOM, says it is facing a shortage of financial resources but will continue to assist returning Afghans. The organizations had made several suggestions to improve the effectiveness of its work during a meeting with the Minister of Refugees and Repatriations in Kabul. Here is the rest of the story.
A meeting was held between the head of the International Organization for Migration in Afghanistan and the Minister of Refugees and Repatriations. In this meeting, they discussed the process of returning Afghans from neighboring countries like Iran and potential solutions to related problems. Maulavi Abdul Kabir stated during the meeting with Myhyang Park that the Islamic Emirate has provided services to returning Afghans using its available resources, including health and other services in Nimruz, in addition to those in Herat.
Ms. Myhyang Park stated that agencies under the leadership of the International Organization for Migration are operating in Herat and Nimruz provinces and will expand to other areas if needed. She offered land for IOM activities in Islam Qala and Nimruz and shared refugee registration plans and ideas with the Honorable Minister.
During the meeting, the head of the International Organization for Migration shared information about the situation of Afghans returning from Iran and assured that, despite the shortage of financial resources, they are working to provide necessary services to the returnees.
Maulavi Abdul Kabir stated that teams from the Ministry of Refugees and Repatriations are active across all areas, but emphasized the need for increased international assistance to support their services.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology announced that, in cooperation with telecom networks, it has begun distributing free SIM cards to Afghans returning from Iran.
All returnees to the country will receive free SIM cards from telecommunications networks, which include free call minutes and free internet.
It's worth noting that the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, or UNHCR, had earlier stated that 40% of the international donors have reduced their humanitarian aid to Afghan returnees.
A memorandum of understanding worth $298,711 was signed between the National Disaster Management Authority and the ASEO organization. The aid distribution, set to roll out in 3 phases, will provide cash and food to needy families across various districts of Samangan and the provincial capital, Aibak. More than 1,000 acres of Emirate land in Gors Al Faruq district have been reclaimed. The Ministry of Justice says the recovery was based on confessions from those who had occupied the land. Work has begun on 11 development projects worth over 11 million Afghanis in Samangan province. The projects include road reconstructions, retaining walls, a water supply network, 4 check dams, and canal construction. Dozens of residents will gain employment during implementation. The Kabul City Education Department held an exam to assess the educational level of Afghan refugee students who recently returned to the country. A total of 290 students took part, with officials assuring transparency, order, and fair evaluation. And the final one is that the anti-narcotics police of Herat province headquarters have handed over 100 treated drug addicts to their families. Similarly, the Ministry of Interior reported that Ghazni Police Headquarters returned 22 recovered addicts to their families after treatment. That's all for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.
ساتوی پسرو وینو دا شهیدانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور دا باتورانو کور ساتوی پسرو وینو دا شهیدانو کور دا